Ever get one of those texts that, looks like it's straight from your bank,
Oh, yeah.
asking you to, like, verify some details,
Yeah.
and you click the link without even thinking,
Uh-huh.
and boom, suddenly your account's wiped clean.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
Total nightmare. Well, that's exactly the kind of scary scenario we're going to be diving into today.
Oh, wow.
All because of this recent crime in Thailand.
Huh.
Really shows you just how sneaky these cyber criminals are getting.
Really?
Yeah. So for this deep dive, we've got some pretty interesting stuff to work with. There's this raw footage of the Thai police. They're analyzing a device they found. Seems like it was used in the crime.
Okay.
It was uploaded to this YouTube channel called TAI Press. Luckily, we've also got some translated bits of the conversation between the officers.
Oh, that's helpful.
Super helpful, right? So what is it about this device that's got the Thai police so stumped?
Well, the thing is, they found this 5G device, could be a Samsung, that can send text messages, regular SMS. But here's the catch. It's not just any phone. What really got these officers' attention was the user interface.
What? How so?
It's designed to look exactly like Apple's iOS.
No way.
Yeah, and they even use this phrase, fake matkur, which means fake interface.
So it's basically like a wolf in sheep's clothing, but for your phone.
Pretty creepy, right? I mean, why go through all that effort to make it look like an iPhone?
Ah, you see, that's the genius of it. They mimic a familiar, trustworthy interface, makes people way more likely to fall for these phishing scams.
Right.
I mean, you're less likely to be suspicious if you think you're looking at like a regular app or website that you use all the time.
Makes sense,
Yeah. Doesn't look suspicious.
And it sounds like even the police were pretty impressed by how realistic this fake interface was.
Yeah, and their reaction kind of highlights this big problem. Law enforcement all over the world, they're struggling to keep up with how fast technology is changing, especially the stuff that criminals are using. And honestly, this case, it's just the tip of the iceberg. You think so?
Yeah.
Right, and then there's a whole other thing. The officers mentioned false base stations.
Yeah.
So for those of us who aren't like tech experts, can you explain what those are and why they're so dangerous?
Sure. Imagine a fake cell phone tower. That's essentially what a false base station is. It can trick your phone into connecting to it instead of a real tower.
Oh, wow.
And once you're connected, whoever's running this fake tower can listen to your calls, see your messages, even redirect you to some shady website, all without you knowing.
So we're not talking about some, like, amateur scam here. This is next-level cybercrime.
Exactly. And what's even more worrying is that they're using 5G tech in this crime.
Wait, hold on. Isn't 5G supposed to be, like, more secure?
Yeah, in theory it is. But this case just goes to show that these guys, they're always finding new ways to exploit even the latest technology.
Kind of scary to think about.
Yeah.
I mean, what does all this mean for, everyday people who use technology? How do we even protect ourselves with all these cyber threats popping up left and right?
The first thing is awareness. You gotta understand the risks and the tricks these criminals use. Be careful with messages you weren't expecting, especially ones asking for personal info or have weird links. Always double check who it's from, even if it looks familiar at first glance.
Right.
Oh, and you might want to consider using some kind of security software can help spot those phishing attempts and block those bad websites.
Those are some good practical tips. This deep dive has really made me realize that we can't just assume we're safe online.
Definitely not. And this whole thing raises an even bigger question. If these guys are already using 5G to do illegal stuff, what other tech advancements are they going to take advantage of in the future?
I didn't want to think about it.
It's a bit unsettling.
Yeah.
But definitely something to consider, as we try to navigate this increasingly digital world.
No doubt. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.